This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash.
It's girly power. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley. Fresh off a standout performance a week ago. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go now, 30 base.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Big rip.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a carry for Perine. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anything about the running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's checking crap.
Now inside the red zone, Savage. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Savage now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Second down, this is Wilson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they give him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one. Gurley again here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think will help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. Now he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
But right now what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
The 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that. Now P. Ryan. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke, and a completion to Wilson. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to let's keep moving.
There's Savage on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here is Savage. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Savage. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Savage. Got a man, Slayton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Block going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to go down again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead. I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Savage. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. 1st and 10. Savage into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Savage, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Maybe use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for Antonio Callaway and his crew on offense to take over. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, dropping into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Savage. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. What we got? What we got? What we got?
They run. It's Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Block now on 1st down. Open man is Galladay, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Pirine. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Savage. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Curley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Savage. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker with the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drained clock too. with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Locke to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Locke now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready?
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Check 55 to Mike. Yeah.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gurley. this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. Rush in, rush in.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Hey, Jack.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers.
Ready? 60 or. 5.
Locke trying again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they run with Gurley. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw it here, Savage. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and 1, Savage. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One final try for Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time is run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading